in the 21st century, which Tesla said is going to be the age of energy. We're in it. We're a little ways into it now. We're in the, we're 2020. So everything is energy. I mean, we're seeing each other here. It's, little photon packets of energy, information, wave particle duality hitting, that's like hitting our eyes, our eyeballs going in and through the retina, and then our optic nerve, and then our brain is making up a meaning, and then we're projecting something back out here. It's all energy. This is what we're hearing is waves, vibrations hitting the tympanic membrane of our ears, and it's vibrating something in our brains, making up a meaning. An LCD screen or like a TV, when you step away from it, you're pretty far back, and you see this clear picture, you see a whole movie going on. But if you were to come up so close to that screen where you're so close to it where you lose the picture, now you just see little pixels of light and energy. An LCD screen is like the same as the body. It's a liquid crystal matrix. Liquid crystal changes configuration when energy moves through it in different ways. And that's how we see the colors, blue and reds and greens. It's combinations of electrical current going through and changing the configuration of this liquid crystal medium, which is the LCD screen. The same as the body is the same thing. So we can go really close to the body in a way where the story about our body being a certain way is a mental construct. The experience of our body, when we go beyond it, we zoom in and close enough to get into the pixels of light and energy and information. Now we're right in the experience of it. We're actually moving into the age of energy, where we start to look at how does energy organize our physical world. I think it's Elise that's on the table, who's the chief content officer over at Goop, and I'm working on her, and as I'm working with her, I'm not touching her body. I'm about maybe 2-3 feet off of her body. I'm underneath the table actually that she's laying on. It's like a massage kind of chiropractic table, and my hand's underneath the table, and I'm working in the field, basically the field of the heart, which can be measured by instrumentation, like a magnometer. You can measure 3 feet or so off the body. Heart Math has done a pretty good deal of research on this. So there's a field that I'm interacting with, and you see her body moving and arching up and vibrating, and there's sound coming out of her, and people are going, WTF, like, this has got to be fake because he's not touching her. How would the body respond that way? It must be orchestrated. People are really wondering. There's a lot of curiosity about why, what is this? Is it real? What's the point of this? How does it work? What's the benefit? The work that I've been doing for almost 30 years now has really been about helping people to get into this state of what I call energetic flow, where it's like the zone that we know from Csikszentmihalyi, the zone that athletes get into, this place where you feel amazing, you feel connected, you feel open, you feel in flow. But it's taking it to another level where there's an integration of parts of your body where you're really somatically or physically connected. You feel your body, you're present with your body, and at the same time you feel that zone, and you feel gratitude, and you feel ease, and you feel an effortlessness. All those things can come together into this energetic flow state. And so I've been working with helping people get into that state, optimizing their function of their body, optimizing the way their mind works, and just experiencing a more holistic world. I'm not working on just the physical body. I'm working on the information and the energy field that's shaping how things are going to play out in the body. A field is not an actual physical entity, but it's like a relationship. In mathematics, it's like a relationship between points. That's a little bit abstract. A field is like, how could I describe it? There's electromagnetic fields. So if you have electricity going through a wire, around that wire, there's a field that you can pick up and measure. Well, just, in a living system, there are fields. We know that there are fields that are organizing how neurons fire in the brain, right? It's not just like electrical and biochemical interactions. There are whole regions of the brain that fire off together in synchrony. And there's a field effect. There's an organizing field that has information. And then there's a response in the physical world. So a magnet's a great example. You can hold a magnet over a bunch of pieces of iron, little iron filings, and it will move them. It doesn't physically touch, but there is a response in the physical 3D world to a it's a force. The field has a force associated with it. So there's a magnetic field that moves things. Every time you mess up those iron filings and you put that same magnet over them again, they always align up in the same pattern. Even, I mean, Einstein's famous for saying this: the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. So the field organizes how the physical particle shows up. But the physical particle isn't just a physical particle, because at the subatomic level, it's all energy. So fields which carry information organize and shape the physical reality, which is not really physical, it's energy. So fields are informing how energy is going to move, and how energy moves or doesn't move influences what we experience as solid reality. So we're like, oh, my body, I have this symptom, I have this pattern, I injured my leg, whatever it is. Really, we could look at the leg injury. You broke a bone. Okay, it was a physical break, but those cells, they're all living tissue. They repair themselves, they regenerate. Every few years, you've got even new bones. They've all replaced themselves. The osteocytes have replaced themselves. So something's organizing how physical structure and physical matter is going to be shaped, and how we heal, how we regrow, basically how everything happens in the physical world is organized by fields. You know, if you boil water and you hit a threshold of 212 degrees is where it boils. It's H2O, but it turns into a vapor at 212 at that threshold. If you drop the temperature down at 32 Fahrenheit, you're going to freeze it. It's still H2O, but the structure changes because the energy state of that H2O is at a different level, and at that level, it functions differently as a three-dimensional structure. In the body is actually technically a liquid crystalline structure. It means the fascial network, so all the collagen fibers in the fascia that organizes and kind of keeps like the grid of your body together, it transfers information in the form of acoustic waves. It's electromagnetic, it's biochemical, it's electrical. There's all this communication going on, neuropeptides. But in the fascial network, it's been found that these Swedish researchers found that there's acoustic waves as solitons, which is basically like a tsunami. That's why a tsunami can travel such distance over the ocean, because it has a very long sustainable wavelength. And they found that the communication in the nervous system is electrical and electromagnetic, and there's fields firing off. But in the fascial network, it's solitons. And there's this like information traveling through our body as vibrations. And that's how we're able to actually have a communication system that's faster than the linear nervous system, than the peripheral nerves. So there's all this interesting stuff happening that is going on a vibrational level, on an energetic level. We are energetic beings. Some people don't even have a reference for what it's like to be in flow. They never have felt truly ease and peace and flow and expansion and energy flowing, because the body's been in a hypervigilant state since they were born, and they have no referencing for even what could be possible. When your body goes into fight or flight, there's a whole slew of about 1,200 or more like mechanisms that happen like instantaneously. Heart rate increases, breath gets more shallow, body starts building up tension. But your body didn't actually release the tension, and now you're holding a vigilant kind of tension state in your body, in your central nervous system, and that energy is not releasing. So the muscles are staying tight, the tendons are staying tight, because you're prepped.